Ready?
Yeah.
And you fold it like that. Or
Oh, I just touched Mary.
you
Oh,
tie it like that and make a
yeah, the
bow.
hot wing sauce got in my eye.
Or I have this. Y'all don't make fun of that. Or I have this. You would like put it through this.
Oh yeah,
And
to
tie it
tie
to the
it.
side. And then tell you how much ways to tie it. Okay?
We're the Redneck Redcoats, and we're sailing SV, fresh to Soldy.
We're on a journey, looking back on the things that we've taken for granted, but feels like we're learning to be better without what's been holding us back now. Let's move closer to a new history, find out what we can be together. Take my hand and we will conquer the world. This is our final chance. 'Cause one day we'll be looking back at this. We were in a big mess together. But we found a way to choose right from wrong. We found the strength to go on together. To go on together. Yeah. To go on together. To go on together.
We got. Mine tastes better.
There's a big difference.
So a friend gave us a fuel transfer pump to borrow. So what I've done is I've put a 10 amp fuse to act as a switch on it, and then a long electrical cable, and then I've wired a cigarette lighter into it so we can plug it into anywhere. Then I've got some hose that we're going to put through a filter, and then I got some other hose that's going to go all the way back into there. So I'm really hoping this will work and sort that out so that we don't have to get towed back to the US. We're all feeling a bit down and despondent right now, having got so close. The Binami is beautiful, the water is so clear, we just wish we could have explored it a bit more, but we'll see what happens over the next few days.
Watching both of our friend boats leave to go explore the Bahamas while we stayed in Bimini with a broke boat was depressing. On the outside, there was a really cool farmer's market that came to town the day that the ships arrived with all the local produce.
So when the boat comes in, there's a farmer's market. They don't always have everything that you want, but it's not a bad price for some of the stuff. Certainly no dearer than Florida. But it's interesting that it all comes in on a certain day. All hell breaks loose with everybody trying to unload the boat. Traffic gets pretty horrendous, to be honest. Someone was telling me there's only 2,000 people on the island, and there's probably just as many cars, motorized go-karts and mopeds. So yeah, traffic's getting interesting. So breeze here, and they have a speciality bread You want to make it with coconut or cinnamon. So I'm going to get some before we leave. Bread is almost like a brioche, very more of a cake bread than a...
I kind of feel like the video after this point just jumps. It jumps from Stephen walking around at Bimini to us being on our way back to the U.S. So I just wanted to explain. We put the cameras down. We weren't on the same page about what to do next. We had to figure it out between the two of us and come to a conclusion on what we should do. At the end of the day, Stephen's the captain. He's the head of the household, so we did what he wanted. We packed up and came back to the U.S. to purchase a new windlass.
Wind in the wake turn, we're on our west. 30 knot winds. Heading to West Palm Beach. So this is probably one of the hardest videos we've done so far, really. Extreme lack of internet in Bimini. We could have got a BTC card, but to be honest, we were so running around trying to get the boat fixed, trying to get it sorted. It was hard to pick the video camera up and keep going, really. I think there's a couple of lessons that I've learnt. One of them is we're on a very tight budget, and we definitely need to fill the bank back up so that when we're in trouble with stuff on the boat, we've got money spare. So someone's offered me a contract for a month, and I can raise a lot of money to do that. And I think the other thing that got all of us really was running aground like that, with no control over where the boat was going, getting pushed onto shallower and shallower water by the swell. It really frightened us. Frightened me in particular. And I think that's going to take a while to come back. It's actually got me questioning the boat, you know, whether this is really the right boat, and also I'm feeling very claustrophobic at the moment. And just need some space, some time off the boat. I think I kind of understand why a lot of boaters do that. They go off for a month or two away from the boat. So trying to contemplate and decide what's best. We're actually at West Palm Beach. It's absolutely beautiful here, very dog friendly too. We're in a fairly good holding, or at least I think so. We're going to go up to Fort Pierce to join SV Moab, who are selling their boat. They've decided that they've had enough and they want to do something else. And I think some of that's affected me a little bit as well, questioning whether this is really the thing that we're supposed to be doing. God's been amazing through it all. I mean, every time we've needed something, He's been there to provide it. He's kept us all safe. You know, so there's a lot to be said by that. I actually feel that I've got closer to God in the last 12 months than I have for years. I guess this is just one of those very low times at the moment, and then the crossing over, I mean, it went from being a fairly pleasant crossing to very rough, wasn't predicted in any of the weather, 12-foot waves, rain lashing down, coming vertically at you. I think I clocked 35 knot winds at one point. Ended up throwing up because of the motion of the boat. I think I got a little bit dehydrated too, because I felt very exhausted today. We dropped off our crew that we brought with us, Manuel and Lila. They were from Spain and from Belgium. Funny enough, getting them into the country was pretty easy. All I had to do was add them onto the CBP Rome app, and there was a video conference with a immigration officer, and they had to report to the airport this morning, which they did. And then we had a walk around Palm Beach, which I said was very pretty, and really enjoyed that. Very dog friendly, there were dogs everywhere. There was a really great farmers market. I would probably say one of the best farmers markets we've ever been to. So Katie bought a succulent plant. I have no idea. She actually thought it was a fake one and then realised it was real, so I don't know what she's going to do with that. And then Latrell bought one that hangs upside down somewhere. So I think part of the plan is definitely to go back to work for a bit, and then depending on how much money we can raise, I'm actually thinking of maybe selling the boat and getting one with a shorter draft. If we can raise enough money, maybe even go to a catamaran. I think the extra space would be good. Kind of missing playing guitar and stuff, and I don't feel like I can get it out here because there's just not enough space. There's lots of stuff going through my head at the moment, so this is probably all a bit of a ramble, but yeah, it's I think coming down to Florida was a big high. You know, we were doing it, we were everything, and then everything that's happened since Key West with the sail, the windlass, running aground, the water maker, the diesel bug. It's just not many people know this, but I actually suffered quite a big mental breakdown about 2013. So I guess just being worn down like that, it's kind of affecting my mind a little bit. So yeah, I'm not sure what next at the moment. I think we need to definitely recharge our batteries, probably sail around a bit, closer to home, you know, around the east coast of the United States, just to get some confidence back. Latrell's extremely anxious about everything right now, and so's Talon. I've never seen Talon so frightened about stuff. I'm not sure I want to put him through all of that, to be honest. I know they say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, but I think there's time for contemplation at some times. I know God wanted us to do this, otherwise it wouldn't have all come together, but it's kind of questioning, well, what next? What do we do next? What is it that you want me to do? So, I don't know. We'll see.